This is your sign. Like, you've watched a lot of videos. Let this be the last video you're watching. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're seeing my face for the first time, my name is Clay. I create lifestyle, productivity, wellness, beauty and fashion content over here. And if you're a subscriber, first off, I love you because you subscribed and you watched my content and you thought, oh, I like this girl. I actually like her content and I'd want to see it again, and you subscribed, and I love you for that and I really appreciate you. Secondly, how are you doing? All of you, the new ones, the subscribers, how are y'all doing? I hope you're great. And if you're not okay, it's okay. It's okay to not be okay, okay? Too many okays. But anyway, subscribe to my channel and turn on the post notification bell. And if you liked this video and you found it helpful, like the video. It's really helpful and it's free of charge. So yeah, ignore the background. I know it looks crusty, but what can I say? Anyway, so I'm going to start a new series and it's going to be called the ITGIRL series. And this is the first episode of the ITGIRL series. So we're going to talk about how to actually reinvent yourself and get your life together. And yeah, I hope you have a good time and I hope you enjoy this video and you actually get something from it. I hope this is the last video you're watching about getting your life together and you actually get up, put your phone down, put some music or put a podcast and start getting your life together. Like, enough of the plotting, actually get to the action. Okay, so in this video I'm going to give you about 12 to 13 steps, and these are not just steps that I picked from random places. I sat down and did my research. These are also things that I have personally done, so I'm talking from experience also, and I'm so passionate about this topic, so I made sure I brought the best. Okay, so try and follow everything, try and actually understand the video and resonate with the video and follow what the video says instead of just watching multiple and multiple of videos on how to get your life together without actually taking action. So step number 1, I have them written down. I did not come here to play, okay? I have them written down. I have sticky notes written. So if you see me looking down, just know I'm looking at the notes that I have. Number 1, do a life audit. You can't start plotting and trying to be the best version of yourself if you don't analyze who you are now. You literally have to do a life audit. And I'm not saying just sit there and think, my life is like this, like that. No, I'm saying take time out of your day, take a pen and a paper, write down. And here are the things that I want you to write down. You're going to look at your positive traits, your negative traits, your positive habits, your negative habits. You're going to look at your friends, your lifestyle, your routines. You don't have a routine now, do you? Yeah, you're going to work on that. Hobbies, responsibilities, schedules. You're going to go through all those. Your family, get into it, every little detail. Okay, you're going to sit down and think about your life and just write it down. The reason why I'm telling you to do this is because you cannot fix something that you don't know. Like, you can't work. It's like going to the hospital and being given a specific medicine and you'll be there like, okay, what is this medicine for? Because you can't just take medicine without knowing what the problem is. You need to figure out the problem to get the solution, right? And this also brings me to my next point. Be honest with yourself. It's not like someone else is writing these things down for you, so no need to be embarrassed, no need to be ashamed. Be honest with yourself. If you sit down and you think of your negative traits and you remember, oh my god, I'm such a liar, write that down. You're a liar. Like, be honest with yourself. No one is going to judge you. No one even has to know. Be very, very blunt and honest with yourself. Tell yourself, I'm friends with this and these types of people. They don't love me. Yeah, just be blunt. My boyfriend, he doesn't care about me. My girlfriend, yeah, she doesn't love me. Be honest with yourself. My work, they're overworking me, little pay. Be blunt. Write all those things down. Say, I'm not a clean person, I am very messy. Yeah, it is embarrassing for you, but nobody has to know. You have to be honest with yourself if you want to actually see a change and if you want to actually put action. Because what are you going to work on if it's not the things that you're afraid to say and things that you're afraid to admit? So yeah. Number 2, We're going to write down the best version of ourselves. We're going to come up with a plan, okay? So you've already noted down the type of person you are in your life. Now you're going to write the type of person you want to be, okay? The best version of yourself. The reason why I use the term the best version of yourself is because you're not copying anyone, you're not imitating anyone, you're not trying to be someone's dupe or anything. You're being yourself, but just the best version, like the you who does everything that you want to do but you're not doing. So just sit down. Also, this is not something that you're going to just think, the best version of myself. No, no, no. You're going to also write down these things, and you're going to be so petty and so thorough and so precise about this. Like, I'm not even kidding. I want you to sit down and think about the best version of yourself. When does she wake up? What does she do when she wakes up? What's her morning routine? What are the first things she does? What does she eat? What workouts or exercises does she do? Who are her friends? Who does she follow? What type of content does she consume? What type of content does she give? Where does she work? How is her work? Where does she study? What does she study? How is her studies? Um, how does she relate to her friends? How does she relate to her family? Who does she date? Who is she as a partner? Who is she as a person? What do they like doing? What are their habits? What their negative? Okay, don't focus on the negative habits. What do they wear? What's their favorite, like? How do they smell? What hairstyle do you like? What, like, you see how I'm very particular. You're going to get so down into details. It's going to be long. I'm expecting you to be flipping pages, okay? That way you'll know what to work on. If you're just plain, oh, she's rich. How did she get rich? You get what I'm saying? Like, get down, and it's going to be fun. Trust me. Like, you're listening to me right now, and you're like, "Hey, you're like Kaziming, it's too much work." But once you start doing this, you feel good when you see the type of person you're aspiring to be, and it actually gives you the motivation to actually change some things. You think, oh, the best version of myself has a good relationship with her siblings, and they hang out, and her small siblings or her siblings or her friends can come to her whenever they have problems because they know she's reliable and she can be trusted and such things. And you sit back and realize, I need to actually put effort to be that type of a person. You understand what I'm saying? So again, don't fear. Nobody has to know, and you're in your space. You don't need to tell anyone. And I really recommend, let this be a you project. You don't have to inform everyone, oh my god, I'm going to get my life together. Like, you don't have to scream for everyone to know. Personally, I think these are things that you just make a decision on your own and sit down by yourself and get these things down. And unless you're doing it with your friend or your partner, that's okay also. So yeah, let's go to step number 3. Okay, number 3, enough of the plotting, enough of the planning. Now we are actually getting to the action bit. You're going to change your mindset, you're going to change your values and beliefs. Like, I thought, what is the point of doing all the things that I think you should do without changing your mindset and changing your belief? Because at the end of the day, you can do all these things, but if you don't believe, it's pointless. You're not even going to push with this far enough to actually see the results, because you're like, why are you even doing it if you don't believe in it? And some of the beliefs, values, and mindsets we have are the only reasons why we can't move forward. They're really holding us back. And the beauty of being an adult, as difficult as being an adult is, the beauty of being an adult is you can set your own values, you can set your own beliefs, and have your own mindset and have your own theme. When you're a child and you live with your parents, right now I can just set a value that in my house, I don't wake up until 10 a.m. You can't come up with that when you're living with someone else or your parents. What do you mean? You don't wake up until 10 a.m. Like, it can't be a value that you set, okay? But like, when you're alone and when you're an adult, you're responsible for yourself. So make sure you shift your beliefs. Some of the beliefs you have and the mindsets you have really hold you back because they are so negative and they are so counterproductive. Let me give you a list of negative beliefs, mindsets, and values that someone can have. Self-criticism, overthinking, yeah, I know. Laziness, okay, that I'm calling myself out. I used to be and still am a little bit lazy. Making excuses, enough with excuses. High screen time, We can relate, can't we? Procrastination, self-doubt, fear of failure, seeking validation, complaining, self-hate, toxicity, dirtiness. Some of you guys are just not clean, you're not hygienic, you're messy. And I'm not judging you. I'm not judging you. Narcissism, people pleasing, always thinking of what other people will think. You can't. People pleasing holds you so down because you can't make any move because you think, what if they, what if you actually do what you want to do and not care what another person thinks? What about that? So these are just but some of the negative values that someone may portray, and as you've seen, they really hold you down. And nobody is going to judge you. You're doing this on your own. Like, it's okay, I don't judge you. Some of these things are inevitable, but you have to shift. You have to get out of your lazy girl era. You have to stop people pleasing. You have to stop procrastinating. You have to actually start being a little bit cleaner or a little bit tidier. You have to start you have to stop overthinking. You need to stop self-sabotaging and hating on yourself. Be positive. Just think, I can actually do it. I can actually make it. I can actually change that. I can actually achieve this. I can actually be that type of a person. Because I don't think you can. You can be that type of a person. You can get what you want. You can do anything you want. Just shift the mindset. So number 3 is very important. If you don't do number 3, and if you're already watching this video and you've said, I'm not going to do number 3, stop watching. Yeah, I don't need you watching my video anymore, because it's not going to help you if you're not going to work on number 3. Simple. Number 4, we are going to get up and do some cleaning, thorough cleaning and decluttering. Okay, you're going to get rid of everything you don't need. We're leaving it behind. Okay, don't think too much about it and don't hold back with the cleaning. You're going to, like, if you start doing decluttering in your closet, you're going to come across some clothes and you're going to think, yeah, I might wear this. Where you say that the last time you cleaned your closet, which was like 9 months ago, you haven't worn it up to today. What makes you think you're going to wear it again? If you come across something, as you're going to be decluttering and doing a thorough cleaning, this is what I want you to have in mind. If it's not serving me any purpose, then it's got to go. That's simple. If it's not serving you any purpose at the moment, then it's got to go. Because all you want in your life at the moment is something that's serving you purpose at the moment. Like, then why is it here? If it's going to serve you purpose in the near future, then let it show up in the near future. Okay? And I'm not talking about thorough cleaning your room and your space only. I'm talking about cleaning your house and stroke environment. If you're your bed, your closet, your room, your house, depending on where you are, your laptop, you're going to go through your laptop or like whatever you're using, your gadgets, and you're going to declutter the hell out of them. Your phone, your contact list, your gallery, your apps. Some of you have a contact list of almost 300, 200 people, but when you're in dire need, you don't have anyone. Like, what's the point of having such a long contact list? Do a thorough clean up on that. Your socials, your followers, go through your followers, go through the people who you're following. If they don't align with the type of person you want to be or the type of person you are, no, not the type of person you want to be, the type of person you are. Because from the moment you shifted your mindset, you shifted to being the best version of yourself. So if the people you're following, the people in your contact list don't align with the person you are at the moment, they gotta go. They gotta go. I don't want to hear your excuses or this or that, or yeah, they gotta go. Your friends, your family, as crazy as that sounds, but some of these people hold you back so much you don't even realize how crazy it is. You try to make a step forward, they say something or they do something, you're back to where you began, or even way further. Get rid of them. If they're not serving you any purpose, they gotta go. It's that simple. So you've already done step number 4, which was decluttering, cleaning, cutting off, like all that. Like, you're done. You're done with that. Whatever is not aligning with who you are at the moment, you're done with whatever is not serving you purpose. Next, we're going to start afresh. And I know it sounds cliche, start afresh. Yeah, start afresh, literally. And personally, I enjoy this part so much. And also, I also think it's another beauty of being an adult. Like, literally, right now, as an adult, you can decide to just change your location, move to another county, another country, and start afresh. It's not illegal. No one can do anything to you. No one can beat you up. You have the choice to do that. Like, as crazy as it sounds, literally right now I can decide, you know what, I'm tired. And I can just change. I can relocate to another county. I can either choose to go Malindi, Kericho, Kakamega, change my phone number, and never speak to anyone again, never speak to any of my friends, never speak to any of my family members. And there's nothing anyone can do. I literally start afresh. They don't know anything about me. I don't talk to them. I don't explain myself to them. And then I can just decide if someone asks me about myself, I'll be like, I'm a Swahili. My mom is Swahili. My dad is half Swahili, half Kikuyu. And when I was young, I was a swimmer, and I even went to championships, and I was competing in this East African tournament, and I hurt my elbow or I hurt my shoulder, and I can no longer swim anymore, but I'm a professional swimmer. And yeah, my parents died in a car accident, and then after a few years my siblings burnt down, and yeah, I'm left alone, but I have some inheritance, and back at home we have horses, and we have a ranch, and we have a farmhouse. You see how crazy that is? But there's no one who can come up and tell me, Clay, you're lying, because I started afresh and no one is holding me back. Though that's crazy. Don't do that. That's just an example, okay? So essentially what I'm trying to say, we have the ability to choose what we want our lives to be. We get to say our own story. So when you're starting afresh, literally you choose what you want to be and you live that life. So you already chose you want to be the best version of yourself. Remember the list that you wrote of how the best version of yourself does this, does that, does this, does that. That's exactly what you're going to go with. And you're going to come up with new routines, new habits, new hobbies, like everything. You're going to make sure that all that aligns with the best version of yourself, okay? So this is the part where you can make new friends. It's not easy, so I won't push you towards that direction. I know making friends is not easy. You choose to have new hobbies, you develop new habits, and all this must align to the person you are at the moment, which is the best version of yourself, okay? Start afresh, make everything like from a clean slate. Don't be so held up on who you used to be. And yes, you can't act like things never happened, but also they happened. You have to, you know, I hope that makes sense. Like, you remember that list of the best version of you, things that she does. You're going to start living like that. You're going to wake up at the time you think you wrote that she wakes up at, and you're going to sleep early because she also sleeps early, so you can wake up early. And then you're going to have a morning routine, the one you said she should have. You're just going to literally develop new habits, develop new hobbies, develop new perspectives. You're going to everything. You're going to make a change. And the thing about this, all this can happen in under 1 week. When you're watching this video, you finish watching this video and decide, I want to actually take action. At the moment, you write down the things, the plotting, the step number 1 and 2, and then step number 3, you do your cleaning tomorrow. You can even start today if you can. And then step number 4, you decide tomorrow morning I'm waking up as the best version of myself. Literally, you get up at the time you said, like, just start afresh. Stop holding back so much. I'll start when I get this. I'll start when I have that. I'll start when I have my own house. I'll start when I have this much money. No, you start now, okay? I No excuse, no nothing. Start. Literally, it's that simple. Start. Stop waiting for the perfect time. It will never reach. You're waiting for the perfect time and you might not even get the opportunity to get that perfect time. Like, you only live once and you're not sure how long you're going to live. So you better embody the best version of yourself as soon as possible. Okay? Number 6, replace the things that you removed with positive things that align to the type of person you want to be at the moment. So if you unfollowed a lot of people that you right now don't resonate with, Replace it by following people who align with what you are right now or what you aspire to be. For example, you've unfollowed a lot of people. Now when you start to follow people back. Follow people who are like embodying like the best version of themselves, it girl era, people who have like, if you're interested in workouts and whatnot, like people who have workout routines, and also consume content that aligns to that. It really does impact someone. Personally, I'm speaking from experience. Whenever I'm in that mode of transitioning, I usually really switch up the type of content I consume. Like my that girl morning routine, my that girl night routine, my that girl da, 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 da. I consume so much of it that it's only that's the only thing running in my mind. Like you might be sitting and chilling on TikTok and then you see someone my that girl night routine and I remember, oh my god, I've just been sitting here for 6 hours. Hey, and I'm that girl. You get up and you start doing things. Make sure that you replace the things that you got rid of with things that align with the current person you are. Okay, if you got rid of some hobbies, you got rid of some habits, replace them with habits and hobbies that align with the person you are at the moment. If you got rid of some routines, replace them with routines that align with the person you are. And of course, I'm not just talking. I came here with a list of hobbies and routines that someone could actually implement in their life to be the best version of themselves. And if they want to get their life together and you want to reinvent yourself. So here's a list of positive hobbies you could implement. They're just okay. Let me start with positive habits. These are not all the habits in the world, clearly, but these are the few that I could think of at the moment, and some that I personally use. Goal setting. Make it a habit to set goals. You can't just be living your life for. Nah, it's not giving. It's not. Planning. Be someone who plans. It helps you manage time and it helps you actually know what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it. So make it a habit to plan. Waking up early, sleeping early, eating healthily, drinking a lot of water, exercising, journaling, meditating, reflecting, having routines, praying, reading your Bible. Like those are a few habits that you could incorporate if you remove some habits. Maybe you are a party person. Maybe you used to smoke, you used to vape, you used to drink a lot. Like if you're trying to fill those spaces with habits, those are a few habits you could incorporate. And if you grew up or if you're in an environment where some of these things are not normalized and they look crazy. Let me give an example. Personally, when we grew up, meditating, journaling, reflecting, those weren't things that were talked about a lot. Like, what do you mean meditating? Like, the only thing I knew about meditating is that you'd sit like this and then you'd say namaste, something of the sort. I never knew too much about it. But again, the beauty of adulting, you get to implement things of your own. And right now, you get to choose. You just say, I want to try this meditating meditating thing. I hear people say meditate, meditate, meditate. Go on YouTube, look for a guided meditation, try it out. It's not your thing, it's okay. I want to try this journaling thing. Get yourself a journal, buy some cute pens, start journaling. I want to try goal setting, I want to try planning. All this is trial and error. Take it easy on yourself, but make sure you try something new. You don't expect to see this difference with the same habits that you used to have or with no habit at all. I don't know about the best version of yourself, but personally the best version of me, oh, she has habits, okay, and they're positive. Okay. Positive hobbies that you could implement. Again, these are not all the hobbies in the world. They're just a few that I have. Cooking, coloring, drawing, baking, knitting or crocheting, writing, reading, filming content. You can film UGC, photography, starting a podcast. And on starting a podcast, only if you are what starting a podcast. Only if you're open-minded and intelligent. Please, if you're going to say things that will make us want to cancel you, please, yeah, get another hobby. And doing makeup and many, many more. Personally, let me tell you, when I was trying to reinvent myself, I noticed I don't have hobbies. On my free time, genuinely, I just like sitting and doing nothing. Literally, that's the only thing I like doing when I'm on my free time. Just chilling and maybe scrolling on TikTok, watching something, listening to music. There's nothing else that I'd like to do on my free time. But then as I was reinventing myself, I figured I have to get other things to do. I have to start hobbies. And some of these hobbies are either expensive, or they're not around your area, or they're not a type of thing. Like you hear someone say, my hobby is bungee jumping. And not me. That's not my cup of tea. And also you have to start from somewhere. I can't just, and you also understand yourself. I'm not an artistic person per se. So like things like maybe knitting, I'm not sure if that's my cup of tea. So I decided to start small, and I decided coloring. And it sounds like a kid's thing. What do you mean coloring? You're an adult. What do you mean coloring? I genuinely walked in a bookshop, got myself a coloring book, a kids coloring book, because coloring books for adults are expensive. Yeah, I literally got a coloring book for children, and then I bought colors, and I just started coloring. That just like that, I was like, why not? And it's calming, and it's another way for me to do something without being on my phone. And I also think it helps me work with my from on my impatience. I'm a very impatient person, but you know, with coloring you have to be patient and calm, and start from small things. Start cooking. Like if you don't cook often, if you have an oven, start baking, start knitting, start writing. If you think you're creative enough, sing, dancing, like just start doing something that's not using your phone. It's good. And some of these hobbies allow you to make friends in those environments. Yeah, try it. And positive routines that you should actually incorporate: morning routines, night routines, Sunday reset routines, monthly reset routines, maintenance routines, workout routines, self care routines, skincare routines, hair care routines, body care routines, and shower routines. I don't know about you again, but for me, growing up, there wasn't a specific like skincare routine or anything. Like I don't even know how. Like I was just living, bro. I was just waking up, doing things, getting to the bathroom, showering, just living. But right now, after a lot of exposure and seeing other people's lives and seeing how other people do things, and again exposure, I realized there are so many routines. Like people don't just live plainly, and maybe living plainly is your cup of tea. Personally, it's not mine. And also having routines allows you to elevate yourself, and it's just good. Have a skincare routine, have a body care routine, have a maintenance routine. You can't be plain and basic and expect a certain type of lifestyle. It just doesn't align. I'm sorry to inform you again. It just doesn't align. So try and get these routines. It spices up your life. It benefits you because it's a positive thing. It helps you be the best version of yourself. Like it can't go wrong. Try and add these things. Try and incorporate these things. I promise you, it is going to it a jeeper. It's going to yield positivity. It's going to yield a benefit at the end of it. Like if you incorporate the hobby habits and routines, you're going to see a significant change because you're doing all these positive things, and you're staying away from negativity. You're being good to your body. You're eating healthy. You're meditating. You're journaling. You're in touch with your emotions. You have hobbies, and you're not on your phone all the time. You've already you've already elevated so much. Okay, we are almost at the end of the video. I know. So right now you have already evaluated yourself. You have removed all the bad energy and everything that doesn't align with the person you are and the best version of yourself. You have incorporated new routines, you have incorporated new hobbies and new habits. And now what's next? We are going to step into working on your discipline. Okay, personally I don't think I'm not big on motivation, because you can have all the motivation in the world, but if you're not disciplined, it's useless. Okay, don't count on your motivation, work on your discipline. Discipline is everything. Literally, you have to be self-disciplined, because you might be motivated on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Saturday, Sunday, you're not motivated. You're tired. You just feel like remaining in your bed and not doing anything, ordering food, like, and then that's how you lose track. And then you do that on Sunday. because you weren't motivated to be the best version of yourself, and you sidetrack a little bit, and then Monday you start beating yourself up because yesterday I killed the streak, and now all of a sudden you start going downhill because you lost motivation. Or sometimes you lose motivation for so long. Personally, that happens a lot. Like I might be motivated for 4 days, then I lose motivation for 6 to 7 days, and now it's counterproductive. You get what I'm saying? So we are not counting on motivation, we are working on discipline and being consistent. And here's my personal definition of consistency. Consistency is not doing the same thing every day. Consistency is showing up even on days where you don't feel like it. So I swear this, but like communicating when I'm filming anyway. So consistency is not like, it's not doing that exact same thing on a daily. Like that's good, that's nice, but it's more of showing up even on days that you don't feel like it. Let's say your skincare routine. You have a morning and night skincare routine. You do that daily, 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 daily. Then on Friday you went out and you're tired. You came back tired. And you're so tired, like you just want to pass out on your bed. You don't want to do your skincare routine, you don't want to remove makeup. Consistency is how you're going to get up, wash your face, and do your skincare routine. It might not be as precise and crisp as you want it to be on normal days. You might not do everything, all the steps. You may just wash your face, tone, and moisturize and call it a day. But that is what I call consistency. The ability to show up even on days when you don't feel like. That is what I call consistency. So whenever you're working on consistency, just keep it in mind. Like, I don't feel like doing this, but I want to be consistent. I swear I don't know what's wrong with this, but but that is what consistency is. It is just showing up even on days that you're not feeling like it. On days where like something maybe bad might have happened and you're just like, oh no, but you still show up because you're a consistent girly and you're disciplined and you're the best version of yourself, and the best version of yourself doesn't give excuses and she doesn't run on motivation. Okay, we've already talked about a lot things that you're supposed to do and you're not supposed to do, and in this step I'm going to talk about being kind to yourself, being patient with yourself, and rewarding yourself. Let me tell you, if you've already done all this, you deserve a reward. You genuinely deserve a reward because you've gotten out of your comfort zone, you've overcome so much, and you've done so much, you've gotten rid of so much, you've incorporated so many new things. You deserve a reward. Reward yourself. Tell yourself, Clay, if I get to do my skincare routine for a whole week, I'm getting myself this. But here's the catch: make sure your reward is not counterproductive to the best version of yourself. For instance, you can say my reward will be like, I'm going to buy myself this face mask. Make sure that your reward aligns with who you are also. Like, you like saying that, oh my god, I'm going to stay away from unhealthy habits, drinking and partying on a daily for one month, and if I do that, I'm going to buy myself this and this drink. You being counterproductive. Like, what the hell is the point of whatever you just said in the first point? Doing all those and then just going for one night out and partying like crazy from night till morning is countering everything you did for the whole month. So make sure that the reward you're giving yourself aligns with the type of person who you are, because now you're the best version of yourself. And make sure it also adds to like whatever you did to get that reward. For instance, if your reward is for dumping that man that clearly doesn't even give you the bare minimum, and you've been consistent and you haven't texted and you haven't had the excuses or met up for closure or this or that or yes or yes, say I'm going to like get my hair done. It's going to elevate on how you look, and maybe you're going to get your hair done and you get motivated and you take a picture and you post, and another hot fine guy texts you and you get the love of your life. Okay, that's a little bit delusional, but you get what I'm saying. Like, make sure that whatever reward you give yourself aligns to the best version of yourself. Okay, also, you're going to be kind to yourself, you're going to be patient with yourself because it's difficult. Reinventing yourself and getting your life together, it might be easy to say, and all these things that I'm saying, you might be thinking, just that. It sounds easy. It can be easy if you choose to just not give a fuck and actually go for it. But it's not always easy, and I really understand that you might start the process and halfway not be able to push through. And it's okay if you fall back, just tell yourself this is a trial and error thing, and you might not get it at the first shot. I really hope you do, but if you don't, it's also okay. You might fumble, but just remember, I'm being grateful to myself and I'm starting again, and this time I'm going to make it through. Don't be too hard on yourself. Just remember that you're human, and at the end of the day, you're working on being the best version of yourself. Right now you're not her, but it's a process. You're working towards being the best version of yourself, and give yourself grace. Talk to yourself with love, the way you talk to your best friend, the way you talk to your small sister. You see, the way you'd advise them, and the way you'd want them to be easy on themselves and to love themselves and treasure themselves and put themselves first. That's how you should talk to yourself. Usually use that example so much, because sometimes you're hard on yourself because you think this or that. Whatever situation you're in, just think of, what would I want to tell my best friend? What would I want to tell my sister? Because those are the people who you love so much. And make sure you talk to yourself the way you talk to them. Really, really, you should be nice to yourself. I don't even know how I could express that more than I've already done. And then last but not least, trust the process. This whole reinventing your life and getting your life together is a process, and it's not an easy one at that. So just trust the process. The first few days might not look like it, but if you continue being consistent, being disciplined, and standing on business, in a month's time you'll be seeing the difference. Your skin will start being clearer. You'll start having people who align with who you want to be or who you are at the moment in your life. You'll not have any drama, any heartbreaks because who and who was talking to who and said what and what. Zero, because now those people are not in your life and you can't relate. You'll start having, you have more things to do because you incorporated new habits and new hobbies. You also have, your mental health will be at a better state because, maybe you are journaling, and or you are reflecting and you are meditating. Just trust the process. You might not see the difference in a day, but just trust the process. Remember, this is a process and it takes time. Just be easy on yourself and trust the process. That is the end of this video. I hope you really found it to be helpful. I hope as you start reinventing your life and you're getting your life together, it goes your way and it really works for your own good. And if it doesn't work at the first shot, know that you can try again tomorrow, and it's okay to not be okay. Okay, I'm saying it again. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. If you watched till the end, I really appreciate it and I love you very much. Subscribe to my channel and watch out for more content on the It Girl series. I'm very excited for this series. And yeah, like this video, share it with someone who you think will benefit from watching this video. If you think my video is good, share it with your friends, share it on your socials, and follow me on Instagram and TikTok. And yeah, I enjoyed filming this video and I hope you enjoyed watching it too. Bye.